Hello, welcome to the Animatronics 2020-2021 curriculum night. Actually, I guess it's iTech's curriculum night, but this is about animatronics class, and I'm Cyndy Hagin. So a little bit about me. This is my 7th year at iTech. It's my 25th year teaching. I'm also the iTech Robotics Club advisor. I'm a camp director for Girls Lead the Way, which is an incoming 6th through 8th grade girls engineering and robotics camp that we hold during the summer. I love the mountains and the ocean. I love hiking, boogie boarding. I like reading, doing puzzles, many things, playing games. Just kind of an active person who enjoys a lot of stuff. So, general objectives: understanding and using the design process to solve problems, understanding project management, understanding the role of technology in society, and understanding how electronics lead to movement. Animatronics is a brand new class. It is something that kind of merges many of the aspects that we cover here at iTech. So we've got a little bit of robotics, a little bit of electronics, some art in there. And so it's a new class where we're all going to be kind of learning together how all of the aspects of STEAM work together. So the first project that students are working on is the history and future of animatronics. Students are researching and presenting about the history of animatronics and discussing the future of animatronics as well, where they think that it will go. So safety is going to be very important. Since we're not at school in the lab, we're probably not going to be able to do soldering like we had originally intended. However, we will cover some basic safety before students work on the electronic projects. Then we'll be talking about mechanics and movement. Students are going to be learning about different movements and mechanisms that cause those movements, and they'll be designing and building an automata to represent something from a children's story. And then we're going to be sharing these with elementary school classrooms. We'll do a mini unit on electronics, learning about basic electronic components and their purpose. And then we're going to be animating a puppet using electronics. Then we're going to move into animatronics projects. There will be one that we follow directions to create. And then after that, students are going to be able to create animatronic projects of their choice. So some differences to be aware of between animatronics and other courses. We have a few big projects, which means there's going to be fewer standard scores for each standard. So in math, you might have 8 to 20 different opportunities on the same standard. And so that can affect your overall standard score over time. In animatronics, we might be addressing a standard 1 or 2 times in a grading period. So it's really important for students to do their very best every time that standard comes up, just because it's very few times. For notebook entries, which is going to be SEP 8 or Science and Engineering Practices 8, that's not scored on the decade conjunctive like all of the other standards are, because part of that standard is that it's something that you do continually over time. And so that standard will be graded on an average base. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Best way to get a hold of me is via email. We can set up a time for a phone call or set up a time for a Zoom meeting if you would like to do that. But the easiest way to get in touch with me to set one of those things up is via email. Feel free to contact me with any questions. Thanks so much for watching.